What is it like watching yourself on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 7?
Oh, it's thrilling.
Really?
It's no, it's horrifying, to be honest. It's although you know what though, I am pleasantly surprised at how I look. I thought I was gonna look a mess, but I think I look pretty good. I mean, I make some bad decisions.
Okay.
But you know, don't we all? That's about life. Is about making bad decisions.
Well, absolutely, and
Like,
as long as you're
just
learning from
makeup
them.
right now.
No, you look stunning.
I've been in face since 5 p.m. and it's what now 5 a.m.
What was the most unexpected part of Drag Race for you so far? I mean, I know you're not allowed to tell us any kind of details. I tried to get her to tell us the secrets.
I would say the fear, the soul-crushing, existential, agonizing fear, the fear that grips you by the haunches and like that courses through your veins and makes you shit blood at every minute of every day. I didn't really expect that.
Well, neither did I in that explanation, dear.
But it's true. And I'll tell you one thing. I didn't expect to be afraid of RuPaul, but I was.
Why were you afraid of her?
I don't know. I thought she was going to kill me.
They seem to like really rip into you girls like they never have in any other season. And some of the other seasons really deserved it.
I think Michelle is particularly harsh this season, but I think that she has taken on the role of like head judge because Santino. I think that they had a kind of a good cop, bad cop thing going.
Right.
And now Michelle's the bad cop. Well, she was kind of always a bad cop, but she's a really bad cop. She was terrifying. I'm going to be honest. She was terrifying. I'm able to realize that I was very naive in this, as far as like how I imagined my, like, not relationship, but like rapport with RuPaul was going to be like, because it's just different when you're in front of the camera. I mean, I didn't go in there expecting to be like pals with her or whatever. I don't know. It was interesting. I don't know.
Because of my career as a journalist, like I've interacted with her, and I've always wondered if she feels as cold and reserved on the set as she does when you're interacting with her interpersonally, because she just felt distant.
Yeah, she definitely felt distant. But you know what though? The advice I would give for people who are going to be on like season 8 or you know the
any
seasons
others
to come,
right?
You know, I would say it is intimidating meeting her, and yes, you can definitely get that distant vibe, but she wants to laugh. She wants you to make her laugh. She really, really wants that. Like, I don't think she tries to be intimidating, but she really wants to laugh, and she wants you to make her laugh, so just go for it. You know, that's what I would say. My experience of being on the main stage, that was fucking terrifying. My palms were like dripping sweat every time I was on the main stage. I was just like, it was so uncomfortable. It was just, I mean, physically uncomfortable. And then, like, psychologically, you're just, like, terrified. You know, they've got this panel of judges who are so beautifully lit, by the way.
Of course.
And RuPaul looks so amazing, and you're just like, oh. It's hard. It was hard for me to kind of, like, be comfortable enough to be, like, funny in that environment.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, because it's hard. One can only imagine how hard it is. Like, your entire life is writing, in their opinion.
Sure. Yeah. I was lucky, though. The criticism I got on the show, I don't feel that I ever got any, like, unfair criticism.
Okay.
I thought it was totally fair. Everything they said to me, every read they gave me was just like, yep, totally, absolutely, you know.
Taking yourself out of the equation, as a viewer, as somebody who participated, who is your favorite besides yourself?
Contestant?
Tammy
Brown. Absolutely, Tammy Brown.
Tammy Brown is your favorite of all time?
Yeah, I say Tammy Brown.
Tammy is one of the funniest, most bizarre people I've ever encountered. And if you're watching this video, you need to go back and watch my interview with Tammy Brown, which I don't even have words.
Well, and it's funny because we're really opposite in a way. I started out as a heavy, sticky character queen, but I don't stay in character. Like, and I like to break character a lot. And so it's fascinating for me to see her. Because, you know, as a viewer, I don't know her, I've never met her.
Okay.
I don't know where the character and the stops and the person begins behind it.
She's literally that person.
Well, right. So it's like...
She's literally that person.
Yeah, like that's
all
what's
the time
cool about it. It's like she's so on Planet Tammy that it's just like amazing. I don't think they would ever cast somebody like her. She's like one of a kind. That first season in All Stars 2, I guess. But she's absolutely one of the most unique characters.
So, on the show, we only get to see what the editors like show us. So, what do you feel is not translating right now on the show?
I mean, they gotta condense so much footage into 40 minutes.
Of course.
Which is insane. And you do the show and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that or said this or did that. It was so embarrassing. And then you're like, dude, it's not gonna be in the fucking edit.
Right.
It's like, it's not all about you, first of all, because you go home thinking like, oh my god. And, you know, they're gonna include your best and your worst.
Right.
All the shit in the middle, you know, it's like, oh, I was so boring in that. Well, nobody's ever gonna see it, so it doesn't matter, you know.
Is there behind the scenes drama that we haven't got to see yet? Because I know that there's personality clashes all the time.
No, not really. I think all the stuff that happens on the show, it happened. It all happened, you know, and when people blame it on the editing, I think, I think there's like two things. One, like you said that stuff, you know, and then you know, especially season 7, you know that anything you say can be used out of context in any way, shape, or form, and I think that you just have to, like, you know, like there's certain moments in Untucked where I don't say anything because I just didn't want to get involved, even though that's not good TV.
Right.
And I don't get any screen time, whatever, but I don't know. I mean, I like, in my head, I was like, I could put my 2 cents in, but I don't want to. And it's not worth it to me.
This has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the things that kills me. Like, girls are like, girl, this has nothing to do with you. Keep your mouth shut, bitch.
Well, you want the screen time. You gotta play the game. You really do. It's a TV show.
How much, like, those little sidebar comments that we see are totally goaded out of you by producers and stuff like that?
This season was people had a lot of opinions. So you didn't really have to fish for anything. You know, like, people have very outspoken people, strong opinions. You know, like Jasmine, Kennedy, Ginger, Violet. Everybody had an opinion, and was very very free with it. I'm quieter, just like in
I can tell.
And
She's barely good. You can barely pull a word out of her.
No, but like when it comes to arguing, I mean, I appreciate all types of drag. I really do. I definitely prefer certain types of drag, but I like what other people do. I get it. I get all the types of drag. I get pageant drag, I get camp drag, I get like fishy drag, I get trash drag. You know, I like it all. So that was a lot of there was a lot of clashing about like different styles. Like, oh, you're not doing real drag, or you're not a real entertainer because you don't, you know, because you don't wear hip hats, or you don't look like a woman, or you don't, or blah 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 blah. We're just like, it's season 7.
And we've been exposed to everything by now.
Yeah.
You know, like when all this original 14 girls were like in that workroom for the first time, who did you say, oh shit, I can't believe she's here?
Miss Fame. I walked in there and oh my god, she was the only one that I knew of before the show. Okay. I didn't know any of the other girls. None of the other girls in all 14 of the girls, none of them knew me. None of them had ever heard of me, because I'm not even like really well known in Boston. I've never really been super ambitious. So I walked in there, I saw her, and the first thing in my head was like, fuck. It's like, fuck, you stupid bitch. So intimidated. And I'll tell you something. I've grown to I love her. She's an amazing person. She's very funny, but she's very funny with like her brand and all that crap.
Of course.
But I gotta tell you, she was so intimidating in such a specific way. Like, she was, when I introduced myself to her, she was like so confident, but not bitchy about it. Like, she was so like sure of herself. Like, it was almost as if she was like, hi, I'm gonna win, but we can be friends if you want to. Do you know what I mean? It was like,
and that's not bitchy?
No, it wasn't. Whereas I feel like Violet was like, you know, she was like sort of, I'm gonna win because I'm America's next fucking drag superstar, and I'm gonna claw my way to the top, and if that means like stepping on your face, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's like Violet. And which I also love, because she's young and she's fucking talented as shit, and she's hungry.
She's definitely this season's villain.
I would say she's the season's brat. And I actually love her. I'm a huge fan of hers, and I like watching her on the show because her talent is so undeniable, and her visual intelligence is so fucking acute. Talent is not overshadowed by her attitude.
Okay.
I would defend her to to the bank and back about that, because you just can't deny that when she comes on the runway, your fucking wig blows off every fucking time. Every fucking time.
You also have your own YouTube channel where you do
Yes,
tons of really funny, crazy videos.
Yes, subscribe to my channel.
Definitely subscribe to our channel. Tell me what's your inspiration for these videos?
Well, like we were just talking about, there's 40 minutes in an episode. So, and you have to do lots of different challenges and step out of your comfort zone. So what I wanted to do is create like videos that supplement like what people are seeing on the show. I wanted to like show more of my personality and then and also the character. So that's why and then talk about and sort of respond to the events of like each episode. And some of it makes sense and a lot of it doesn't. So yeah, we do regrets, and then where I talk about like things that I regret, but not only on the show, just like in my personal life too. And then reflections, which is like just like a mystical journey for my journey character.
Deep thoughts.
Yeah, deep thoughts, Katya. Exactly, absolutely, yeah. Philosophical quandaries, quagmires,
All right, everybody. You remember how she was talking about there's so much that the editors have to work with? You're probably watching like a 10-minute video. We've been talking for like 3 hours.
Yeah. And look, my beard is, I'm almost I look like I could be on Duck Dynasty now.
For Katya.
Perfect.
This is Pollo Del Mar. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, subscribe to her channel, subscribe to mine.